Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. We've finally reached the last month of the year, and while we're getting the final series releases of 2025, there are still plenty of ongoing shows keeping us entertained throughout December. So in today's video, I'll be sharing my honest opinions on 8 ongoing BL series that I'm currently watching. I hope you enjoy the video, and without further ado, let's dive right in. Number 1. Burnout Syndrome. I've been hoping for a while to see Off and Gun in another serious, more mature series, and we finally get that. I couldn't be happier. These kinds of roles feel like a perfect fit for them, and honestly, they're my personal favorites. We're only 3 episodes in, but I have to say, the series is off to a fantastic start. It feels fresh and unlike anything I've seen before, keeping me engaged and genuinely excited for what's next. I have no idea where the story will go, but I'm completely here for it. I've also wanted to see either Off or Gun work with a different partner, and this love triangle feels like the closest we'll get to that. Even though it's obvious who will be endgame, I still really enjoy the dynamic. The chemistry between Do and Gun is fantastic, and the tension between them keeps me hooked. Do is also a strong actor and fits seamlessly with the two of them, which makes everything even more compelling. I can't wait to see where the story goes, and I'm hoping it continues to be as gripping as it is now. Number 2. School Trip. Joined a group I'm not close to. Out of everything I'm watching right now, this is easily the sweetest BL on my list, and I'm honestly obsessed with it. The plot is definitely familiar. Japan has given us a number of popular guy falls for the quiet, unpopular guy stories, so I thought I knew exactly what to expect. I just didn't anticipate how much I would end up enjoying it. There are so many things I adore about this series. In the beginning, Hyoki came across a bit stiff or awkward around the others, but watching him gradually relax and become more comfortable has been really endearing. And something I appreciate a lot in this one is how Watarai shows affection openly. In many Japanese high school BL series, couples tend to hide their affection in front of others. But Watarai doesn't care who's watching. He wears his love for Hyoki proudly and shows his affection around anybody. It's honestly refreshing. The chemistry between the leads is incredible. They're adorable together. They keep me smiling throughout. I also love that more Japanese actors are now taking on multiple BL roles. My only complaint is the wait between episodes. Each one feels too short because I can't get enough of them. It's definitely one of my favorites right now, and one I highly anticipate every week, so I'm honestly so sad it's already ending. Number 3. Goddess Bless You from Death. I'm so happy to see more of the series I've been looking forward to finally getting released. This one in particular, I couldn't wait for. I love horror, and so far I haven't seen a series that truly impressed me in terms of genuine scares. The trailer for this one looked really promising, so my excitement was high. And honestly, so far, I like it. The horror elements are well executed. The ghosts actually look terrifying, and you can tell they took the time to get that right. It's impressive and makes watching it so much more enjoyable. The storyline and mystery are engaging too, and I appreciate that it hasn't become predictable. I'm genuinely loving Pavel and Pooh in this series more. I think the roles are pretty fitting and both are doing a great job. What I love most is that the series is story-driven. They aren't rushing the romance, and that balance makes it even more enjoyable. I was worried that the romance might take over or that the story would drag at some point, but thankfully that hasn't happened. That said, there are moments in the narrative that could have been handled more realistically. Toop's journey from suspect to witness, then spiritual consultant, to living with Singa and becoming part of the investigation all feels so unrealistic. The lack of professionalism stands out as he could very well be connected to the murders one way or another, yet he's allowed to be so close to the case. Even though Singa is trying to protect him, I don't think living together is appropriate at all. He's also almost at every scene as they investigate. That genuinely bothered me a lot when this started. I do think, however, we haven't seen many detective mystery BL series, and this is definitely a genre that will get more polished as more are made. While there are some clear issues with the police work, I find it overall enjoyable and have tried to look past that. Since I watch a lot of horror, thriller, and mystery movies, those details probably stand out to me more than they would to most viewers. But even with that in mind, I'd still say this is a genuinely solid series so far. Number 4. Interminable. This was one of my most anticipated series of the year, and I'm so happy it's finally here. I'll admit, my expectations were pretty high going in. I already trust Billy and Babe's chemistry and acting, and the storyline itself had me hooked from the beginning. I love historical dramas, so I was excited to see what the full narrative would deliver. I was a bit nervous at first because the early feedback from viewers wasn't great, and I worried I might end up disappointed too. But everyone experiences a series differently, so I decided to watch it myself, and I can confidently say that I'm genuinely enjoying it. I know slow burns can be difficult for some people, especially when major developments are saved for the later episodes. But in this case, I'm not bothered by the pacing at all. I actually love how it unfolds. The fact that Ka wasn't able to see Yai immediately, it added a nice sense of anticipation and was handled really well. I also appreciate the balance between past and present. The flashbacks aren't overwhelming, and the backstory comes in at the right moments, making everything feel intentional and necessary. Overall, I think this will be one of those divisive series. You either really enjoy it or you won't, depending on how you feel about slow burn storytelling. I hope the coming episodes will be utilized effectively, with the story's build-up serving a larger narrative purpose and giving a satisfying conclusion. Number 5. Me and T. What I love about this series is that I knew exactly what I was getting into. The trailer made it clear that this wasn't a show that takes itself too seriously, and the actual series delivers that energy perfectly. Honestly, when it was first announced, it wasn't at the top of my must-watch list. It looked fine, something I'd check out, but I wasn't expecting much, and yet, it has completely surpassed my expectations. I'm loving every part of it. It has me laughing non-stop, and I rarely ever replay scenes. But this series has me rewinding moments because they're just as funny the second and third time around. Pond is absolutely phenomenal. This might be my favorite role of his so far. He's hitting every comedic beat and genuinely has me in stitches. Puin is amazing as well, and the contrast between their characters makes everything even funnier. One is mature, the other is totally ridiculous, and that dynamic works so well. I'm also really enjoying Est in the bodyguard role. We've seen him play one before, so I feel like GMMTV knew exactly what they were doing, and it absolutely works. Like everyone else, I'm also excited for William and Est, and I hope we won't only see William in one episode. Overall, this series keeps getting better with each episode, and I'm excited to see what the upcoming episodes have in store. Number 6. Therapy Game. For some reason, I genuinely didn't think I was going to like this series. The storyline didn't immediately grab me, and I hadn't watched the trailer, so I went in knowing only the basic synopsis and the faces of the leads, nothing more. I watched it after the first 4 episodes were released, and it flowed so smoothly that it was easy to stay engaged. First of all, the leads look incredible together. Visually, they're a perfect match, and their chemistry is strong. What pulled me in the most, though, was how respectful Shizuma was toward Minato from the very beginning. In a lot of BL series where a straight guy and a gay guy get involved, the straight character often struggles with acceptance, and homophobia becomes a big part of the plot. Here, it's refreshing to see the opposite. Shizuma is open-minded, considerate, and genuinely kind. That said, I didn't expect a love confession so early. It felt like things escalated at lightning speed, and I would have loved to see them get to know each other more before reaching that point. The same goes for the reveal about Minato's revenge plan. I didn't expect Shizuma to forgive Minato almost instantly. It left me wanting a bit more emotional depth. Overall, that's been my main takeaway from this series. Everything happens very quickly. It feels like the show is trying to fit as much as possible into the limited runtime, and some moments end up feeling rushed instead of fully developed. I still think the series is fun and enjoyable, but there's definitely a disconnect in how certain narrative beats are handled, and it may be affecting how much I've been enjoying it compared to the beginning. The second couple feels like an afterthought, serving mainly as a plot device. Unfortunately, they don't come across as a convincing or engaging pairing. Number 7. Love Begins in the World of If. I really love the concept of this series. Parallel universe dramas are right up my alley, so I was excited going into this, though I was a bit worried because it's so short. With only 6 episodes at around 30 minutes each, a series like this can either land perfectly or feel rushed. Since it got to episode 3, my main concern has been how they'll wrap everything up in the second half. Until episode 3, none of the episodes so far had left me anticipating the following one. I just wasn't hooked yet. Episode 4 really turned things around for me. I think it actually gave me the most excitement so far. It gave a twist I didn't expect but love, and for once I'm looking forward to the next episode. I still think this is a series that needed more episodes to give more depth overall. It's finally starting to get exciting for me, which makes it a little disappointing that there are only 2 episodes left. But hopefully it'll still give us a good and satisfying ending that doesn't feel too rushed. Number 8. Head to Head. Going into this series, I honestly wasn't sure if I'd like it. I was somewhat intrigued, but didn't exactly anticipate it, so I didn't start watching right away. Once I got into the series, I found myself really enjoying it. I'm especially drawn to the fantasy elements, which give the story an intriguing extra layer. It's also refreshing that the leads are fashion designers rather than the typical student archetypes. I do want to say that, and this isn't just about this series, but I've grown a bit less interested in enemies to lovers stories where the characters aren't genuinely enemies, but secretly like each other. I'd love to see more series that fully embrace a true enemies to lovers dynamic, where the tension and conflict are real. That said, I'm not holding it against the series. It's still been enjoyable, and the actors are doing great. The second couple is amazing as well. I'm obsessed with them. Their chemistry is undeniable, and while their story frustrates me sometimes, I love every moment they're on screen. Overall, the series strikes a nice balance between fluffy moments and more intense storytelling, which I enjoy. That wraps up today's video. There are still a few series I haven't started yet, and some I haven't fully kept up with, so I'll definitely be catching up on those soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and which ongoing series you're enjoying the most right now. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.